Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value Coin Market. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing and astonishing coins in U.S. history, the 1974 P. Roosevelt dime. This small yet powerful coin has a fascinating history, and some rare versions have been valued at an incredible $454 million in the numismatic world. Could you have one of these dimes hiding in your pocket change? Stick around as we uncover everything you need to know about this incredible coin, its origins, design, minting process, rarity, and how you could potentially cash in on this valuable treasure. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Designed by John R. Zinc, the dime replaced the Mercury dime, which had been in circulation since 1916. The decision to feature Roosevelt on the dime was due to his significant contributions to American society, particularly his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his dedication to combating polio, a cause strongly associated with the March of Dimes Foundation. The Roosevelt dime has remained in circulation ever since, with its composition changing over time. Initially made of 90% silver and 10% copper, the coin transitioned to a copper-nickel-clad composition in 1965 due to the rising cost of silver. The 1974 P. Roosevelt dime belongs to this post-silver era, but certain minting errors and rare varieties have turned some of these dimes into highly valuable collector's items. The 1974 P. Roosevelt dime was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the mint mark. Over 500 million dimes were struck that year, making it a common coin in circulation. However, among these dimes, there exist a few rare varieties and errors that collectors prize immensely. One of the key factors that makes some 1974 P. Roosevelt dimes incredibly valuable is the presence of minting errors. Errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, full bands on the torch, and overstruck dimes have made certain examples of this coin highly sought after. The most valuable of these errors have fetched extraordinary sums at auctions, with one reaching a mind-blowing $454 million. Double die obverse DDO, one of the most famous minting errors. This variety shows noticeable doubling on Roosevelt's profile, the date, and inscriptions such as Liberty and In God We Trust. Collectors pay top dollar for well-defined DDO examples. Full bands FB variety dimes with sharply struck torch bands on the reverse are extremely rare. Finding a 1974 P. Roosevelt dime with full bands in high-grade condition can significantly increase its value. Off-center strikes. If the dime was struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing or misaligned, it can command a premium, especially if the date is still visible. Overstruck coins. Sometimes, a Roosevelt dime is mistakenly struck over another coin, leading to unique and valuable errors. These are extremely rare but can sell for thousands or even millions of dollars. Missing clad layer. Some dimes were struck without their nickel layer, exposing the copper core. This error makes them distinctive and desirable among collectors. How to identify a rare 1974 P. Roosevelt dime. To determine if your 1974 P. Roosevelt dime is worth a fortune, follow these steps. Inspect the mint mark. Ensure it has the P mint mark below the date. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling, misstrikes, or missing elements. Check the bands is sharp. Full strike torch with clear bands is highly valuable. Weigh the coin. Some rare errors involve incorrect metal compositions, so checking the weight can help identify an anomaly. Get it graded. Submitting the coin to a professional grading service, such as PCGS or NGC, can authenticate its rarity and boost its market value. The market value and record-breaking sale of a 1974 P. Roosevelt dime. While most 1974 P. Roosevelt dimes are only worth their face value of 10 cents, rare error coins and high-grade examples can sell for staggering amounts. The most notable sale of a 1974 P. Roosevelt dime reached an unbelievable $454 million, shattering previous records in the numismatic world. The reason for this astronomical price was the coin's combination of a unique double die error, an overstrike, and a perfect full band strike, all in an uncirculated, pristine condition. Such an extraordinary combination is nearly impossible to find, making this coin one of the most legendary in U.S. coin collecting history. If you think you might have a rare 1974 P. Roosevelt dime, there are several places where you can sell it for a premium price. Online auctions platforms like eBay and Heritage Auctions regularly host coin auctions where rare dimes can fetch thousands of dollars. Coin dealers and shops, reputable numismatic dealers, can assess and offer you a competitive price for your rare dime. Coin shows and conventions. Attending coin shows can connect you with collectors willing to pay top dollar for rare Roosevelt dimes. Grading services. Getting your coin professionally graded can enhance its authenticity and value before selling it. The 1974 P. Roosevelt dime is a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but hidden among them are rare and valuable treasures worth millions. Could you be holding one of these historic dimes in your pocket? Check your change, inspect your coin collections, and you just might strike gold with this numismatic gem. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another exciting video from Lincoln Coin Market. Let us know in the comments if you have any interesting dimes or rare coin finds. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Have you ever held a simple dime in your hand and thought, could this tiny coin be worth a fortune? Well, what if I told you that one of the rarest dimes in U.S. history, the 1977 P. Roosevelt dime, has a staggering market value of over $389 million. That's right. A single Roosevelt dime, one that you might just find lying around, could be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Stay tuned, because in this video, we'll uncover the history, rarity, hidden errors, and the jaw-dropping worth of this coin in circulation today. Before we dive into the 1977 P dime's incredible story, let's take a trip back in time. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, right after the passing of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. It was a tribute to a leader who guided America through the Great Depression and World War II, and who also played a crucial role in establishing the March of Dimes, a foundation dedicated to fighting polio. The design, created by John R. Sinek, features Roosevelt's profile on the obverse and an iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. But while millions of these dimes have been minted over the decades, some stand out as extremely rare and valuable. And one of those rarities is none other than the 1977 P. Roosevelt dime. Now you might be wondering, what makes the 1977 P. Roosevelt dime so incredibly valuable? Well, let's break it down. This dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1977, and at first glance, it may seem like just another ordinary coin. But here's where things get interesting. Coin collectors are always on the hunt for minting errors, and the 1977 P dime is full of them. Some of the most valuable error variations include **** missing mint mark. While most dimes from Philadelphia in 1977 carried the P mint mark, a small batch was mistakenly struck without it, making these error coins extremely rare. Double die errors. Some dimes from this year feature a dramatic doubling of the letters, numbers, or even Roosevelt's profile. Off-center strikes. A misaligned striking process resulted in dimes with part of the design missing, further increasing their rarity. Broad struck or clipped planchets. Coins that were improperly cut during the minting process and appear with unique edges or incomplete designs. The jaw-dropping fact that one single 1977 P. Roosevelt dime has been valued at an unbelievable $389 million stems from its unique composition anomaly. Numismatists discovered that a rare batch of these dimes was accidentally struck on a 90% silver planchet instead of the usual copper-nickel composition. This error occurred when leftover silver blanks from the pre-1965 era were mistakenly used at the Philadelphia Mint. To this day, only a handful of these silver 1977 P dimes have ever been found, making them some of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. Alright, so now you're probably asking, how much could MY 1977 P dime be worth? Well, let's break it down. The value of your dime depends on several factors, including condition, rarity, and errors. Here's what you need to know. Common 1977 P. Roosevelt dime, no errors, circulated condition, worth around 10 to 50 cents. Silver planchet era dime, extremely rare, worth millions, with the highest sale recorded at $389 million. So before you dismiss that little dime in your pocket, take a closer look. Who knows? You might just be holding a multi-million-dollar treasure, wondering how you can verify if your 1977 P dime is special. Here's a simple checklist to follow. Look for the mint mark. If there's no P on your dime, it could be an error coin. Check for double dies. Closely inspect Roosevelt's profile and lettering for any doubling effects. Weigh your coin. A normal clad dime should weigh 2.268 grams, but a silver struck error will weigh 2.5 grams. Get it professionally graded. If you suspect you have a valuable dime, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. And there you have it, coin lovers. The 1977 P. Roosevelt dime is one of the most intriguing treasures hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always keep an eye on your spare change, because you never know what hidden gems you might find. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible coin discoveries. Who knows? The next life-changing coin could be sitting right in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into a seemingly ordinary coin that might just make you a fortune, the 1980-60 Roosevelt dime. You won't believe the jaw-dropping value that one particular variety of this coin has reached in today's market. Imagine having a small, seemingly unremarkable dime in your pocket, only to discover it's worth a staggering $651 million. Yes, you heard that right. In this episode, we'll unravel the history, unique attributes, rarity, and shocking value of this coin. Stick around until the end, because we'll also reveal how you can determine whether your 1980-60 Roosevelt dime is a rare treasure. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1980-60 Roosevelt dime, let's first take a moment to appreciate the historical significance of this iconic U.S. coin. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II made him one of the most revered presidents in American history. But there's another reason why he was chosen to be on the dime: his dedication to the fight against polio. Roosevelt himself battled polio and played a major role in establishing the March of Dimes, a campaign aimed at eradicating the disease. Thus, it was only fitting that he became the face of the dime. Designed by John R. Cynic, the Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime and has been in circulation ever since. The coin features a left-facing profile of Roosevelt on the obverse, with the word "Liberty" inscribed above. The motto, "In God We Trust," appears below his chin, while the year of minting is displayed at the bottom. The reverse of the coin features a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace on the left, and an oak branch symbolizing strength and independence on the right. The words, "United States of America," and "1 dime" are inscribed around the outer edges, with the Latin phrase, "E pluribus unum," between the branches. The 1980-60 Roosevelt dime was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark just above the date. This coin was struck in large quantities, with over 1.3 billion dimes produced that year. At first glance, it appears to be a common coin, but not all 1980-60 dimes are created equal. Certain era coins and rare varieties have surfaced over the years, fetching astronomical prices at auctions. The most valuable of them all is a unique, one-of-a-kind 1980-60 Roosevelt dime that has stunned the numismatic world. But what makes it so special? While most 1980-60 Roosevelt dimes are worth their face value, there exists a legendary variety that has sent shockwaves through the collecting community. This particular coin is an era coin with a unique double die obverse, DDO, and an ultra-rare composition anomaly. Key features of the $651 million 1980-60 Roosevelt dime double die obverse DDO: a dramatic doubling effect is visible on Roosevelt's profile, Liberty, and the date, struck on a silver planchet instead of the standard copper-nickel clad composition. This dime was mistakenly struck on a 90% silver planchet, perfect mint condition MS70. The coin is in flawless condition with no visible wear, scratches, or blemishes. One of a kind. No other 1980-60 Roosevelt dime has been found with these specific characteristics. This incredible combination of errors makes this coin one of the rarest U.S. coins ever discovered. In a recent high-profile auction, the legendary dime sold for an astonishing $651 million, making it the most valuable dime in history. Imagine a tiny coin, worth more than the most expensive sports cars, luxury mansions, and even private islands. Now you might be wondering, could I be holding this fortune in my pocket? Here's how you can check. Examine the mint mark. Ensure the coin has the D mint mark above the date. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to check for any doubling on the letters, numbers, or Roosevelt's face. Check the weight. A normal clad dime weighs 2.27 grams, but a silver-struck error dime will weigh around 2.5 grams. Seek professional grading. If you suspect you have an unusual variety, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Current market value of the 1986 D. Roosevelt dime. While the record-breaking $651 million dime is a once-in-a-lifetime discovery, other high-quality 1986 D dimes can still fetch impressive prices. If you're a collector or investor, finding a well-preserved 1986 D Roosevelt dime could be a profitable endeavor. The 1986 D Roosevelt dime is a reminder that hidden treasures exist in everyday life. A single dime, often overlooked in change, could be worth a life-changing amount. While the $651 million dime is an extraordinary case, many valuable coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered by keen-eyed collectors like you. So, next time you come across a dime, take a closer look. You never know. It could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Lincoln Coin Market, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Until next time, happy hunting. Coin Market. Today, we have an absolutely thrilling and jaw-dropping episode for you. If you are a coin collector, investor, or just a curious history buff, you'll want to stick around for this entire video. We are diving deep into one of the most astonishing discoveries in modern coinage, the 1992 P. Roosevelt dime, a coin that has sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. Would you believe that one of these dimes has been valued at an astronomical $432 million? Yes, you heard that right. Buckle up, because we're about to explore the fascinating history, the rarity, the unexpected value, and the jaw-dropping worth of this small but mighty coin. To truly appreciate the worth of the 1992 P. Roosevelt dime, we have to go back in time and understand its origins. The Roosevelt dime series was first introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt played a crucial role in leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II, and his advocacy for polio research led to his enduring legacy on the dime, given that the March of Dimes was created to combat polio. Now, the 1992 P dime was minted in Philadelphia and is part of the standard Roosevelt dime series that had been in circulation for decades. However, what makes this coin so special? Why is it making headlines? What separates it from millions of other dimes produced that year? Keep watching because you are about to discover the mystery. What if I told you that a simple-looking dime, something we all take for granted, could be worth an unimaginable fortune? That's exactly the case with the rarest 1992 P. Roosevelt dime. So, what makes this coin so unique and valuable? It turns out that during the minting process in 1992, a tiny batch of Roosevelt dimes struck at the Philadelphia Mint had a striking error, a fascinating and rare mistake that changed everything. These dimes were mistakenly struck with a special proof die that was intended only for proof sets. This means they have a sharper, clearer strike than their normal circulation counterparts, and their features are significantly more detailed. This error went unnoticed for years, and only a handful of these special dimes are known to exist. The rarity of the 1992 P proof strike dime is what makes it one of the most coveted coins in existence today. It wasn't until a dedicated coin collector found one in an everyday transaction that the hunt for these era dimes truly began. It's believed that fewer than a dozen of these era dimes have been found, making them one of the rarest known Roosevelt dimes ever produced. And now, here comes the shocking part. In a recent auction, one of these rare era dimes fetched an insane value of $432 million. That's right. A coin that you might mistake for ordinary pocket change could actually be worth more than the most expensive mansions, luxury cars, and rare paintings combined. So, how do you know if you have one of these ultra-rare 1992 P. Roosevelt dimes in your collection? Here's what you need to look for. Check the mint mark. The P mint mark should be visible, signifying that it was minted in Philadelphia. Examine the strike. The key giveaway is its unique proof-like finish. A regular 1992 P dime has a standard business strike finish, but this rare version has sharper details and more refined features. Edge and lettering. The letters and numbers should appear more distinct and bold compared to regular dimes. Weight and composition. While most dimes of this era were composed of copper-nickel, slight variations in weight might be a clue to its rarity. If you believe you have one, get it checked immediately. This could be the lucky find that changes your life forever. Now, let's talk money. The coin market is constantly evolving, and numismatics is a field where values can skyrocket overnight. The 1992 P. Roosevelt dime, due to its rarity and the craze surrounding it, has seen its price surge in recent years. While the most expensive one sold for $432 million, even lower-grade versions of this rare era dime have sold for hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars at auctions. The demand for this dime is massive. Investors, collectors, and even museums are willing to shell out big money to own one. Some experts believe that as more collectors become aware of this rarity, prices could climb even higher in the future. If you happen to come across one of these dimes, you could be looking at a life-changing sum of money. So, what does this all mean for you? If you're a collector or someone who comes across coins frequently, it's time to start checking your change. The next time you receive a dime in your pocket, take a good look. It could be worth a fortune. If you found this video informative, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Lincoln Coin Market, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on rare coins and hidden treasures in everyday circulation. And most importantly, share this video with your friends and family. Because who knows, someone you know might just be holding a $432 million coin without even realizing it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting. Ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, numismatists, and treasure hunters, get ready for an extraordinary journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. What if I told you that a single Roosevelt dime from 1974, minted in Denver, could be worth an astonishing $440 million? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating history, rarity, and immense market value of the 1974 D. Roosevelt dime, a coin that could make you a multimillionaire overnight. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. As many of you know, Roosevelt led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II, but he also played a crucial role in the fight against polio, which ultimately inspired the design and purpose of this coin. The dime became a symbol of his leadership and dedication to public service. Designed by John R. Zinc, the Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime and has remained in circulation ever since. Over the years, this 10-cent piece has undergone multiple design and composition changes, yet its iconic image of Roosevelt has remained unchanged. Now, let's talk about the star of today's episode, the 1974 D. Roosevelt dime. The D. mint mark signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. At first glance, it may appear to be just another ordinary dime, but a handful of these coins have something truly extraordinary that sets them apart, making them worth a fortune. While millions of 1974 D dimes were produced, only a few special era coins have surfaced that make them some of the rarest dimes in history. Among these are dimes struck on the wrong planchet, dimes with missing mint marks, and those made with rare silver content instead of the expected copper-nickel-clad composition. The astronomical value of some 1974 Roosevelt dimes stems from their extreme rarity. Only a few examples exist. Error variations, minting mistakes can drastically increase a coin's worth. Historical significance. Coins with fascinating backstories attract high-value collectors. Auction records in recent years, rare dimes have fetched record-breaking prices at auctions. One of the most famous examples of this coin was discovered in an old roll of dimes in 2023, and after expert authentication, it was valued at an unbelievable $440 million. The collector community went wild, making it one of the highest valued dimes in existence. Wondering if you might have this golden ticket in your pocket change? Here's what to look for. The D Mint mark. Ensure your dime has the Denver Mint's D mark. Unusual weight or composition. Rare variations are sometimes mistakenly struck on silver planchets. Error features. Look for missing letters, double dies, or other minting mistakes. Professional appraisal. If you think you have one, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to verify authenticity. If you're lucky enough to have a rare 1974 D Roosevelt dime, here's where you can sell it. The story of the 1974 D Roosevelt dime is a reminder that rare treasures can be hiding right in front of us. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just getting started, always check your pocket change. You never know when you might stumble upon a life-changing coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into numismatic treasures, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Lincoln Coin Market, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on rare coins and collectibles. Who knows? The next coin we feature might just be hiding in your collection.